Obi oha. Because on nim ne ho no. Onim say no. Apart from virgin, to me worry about bia. Because on no onim say so tise be me bi ni ira dada. Want to me stand it.
Yeah. Na kuma be ha no.
Yeah, be ha no. And we behind the scene we're talking about some things.
Yeah.
But if you don't know who you are,
anything goes.
I'm on fire, sir.
How do you be?
I'm on fire, and sir. Yeah, can you now?
Not the no one can't also say.
Fantastic. Because you have lost, you have not discovered who you are. And people say, Usha, most of the time people say that as they progress in life and they begin to discover who they are and they work on their purpose and assignment. Yeah. After the only wife nam no obafufra no panicky. The reason why some people are doing the things they are doing, sleeping with women around and men around, is that they did not discover who they were until before they got married.
Yeah. To their partners normally almost the same.
Until they do baby no. One say yeah. So that's the third one. The fourth one is that if you don't know who you are, okay, say who knew who you are, even career, it becomes a problem. It becomes a problem.
Yeah.
You don't know what to do. Into so kakra, no so kakra. Menye we kakra. Mo you can tafi won say, e dey be on say oh, enya hwe de be ma meduane na me ye de. But let me tell you, if you know who you are, whatever assignment you engage in is to make impact.
Yeah.
Or be on him who he or she is no. Whatever you engage in, you know that as I'm sitting behind this console, as I'm doing this, my assignment is that I'll bring transformation. So everybody can sit behind the console and do whatever they are doing. But me when I sit behind the console, because I know who I am and what I stand for, what I believe in, I'm bringing transformation. That's what separates great leaders from the ordinary ones. The ordinary ones are looking for power and to dominate people and to insult people. The great ones are looking for power to bring transformation because they know who they are.
Sure.
They know what they stand for. The fifth one is, if you know who you are, it doesn't matter the amount of bribe you give. You never take it. You cannot be corrupted if you know who you are. Once you know who you are, you cannot be corrupted. Because you know that for me, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, M, W. So other people can do it, but you cannot do it. Finally, once you know who you are, you don't crave for the attention of people.
Yeah.
That's the biggest problem. You see, Obia only the what they stand for, what they believe in, the things they can. They're always looking for men's approval.
Yeah.
They cannot stand alone. But I tell you, Jerry, in this life, if you know who you are, sometimes you must be ready to stand alone.
Yeah.
If you know who you are and what you are ready to die for,
and
your purpose and your assignment in this life, sometimes you must be ready to be alone. But people who don't know who they are and what they are standing for, they are looking for, and one frame me, and I say, and I'm to me, I didn't get to say this and that. They have low self-esteem. Either that one or they have excess baggage. To attract people's attention.
Yeah.
Because they don't know who they are. They don't know what they stand for. They don't know what they believe in. Anything about when you call Gideon. At the time Gideon was hiding. And no catch and say, you're a mighty man of valor. Or say, dear no cano. But when you catch and say, but why are you hiding? You are a mighty man of valor. Gideon say, me. Now me Ebusian Krana me is the last one. The least. And even Ebusian baby and me ye one. Me papa and me your family no. They don't count us at all. But you see, in the eyes of God, you know, Gideon was a mighty man of valor. But because no one knew who he was, no one discovered any. He lost that thing until the angel came. And the catcher said, no. And no, sister, no, Betty, I said, no, okay. Until all along, you know, I have been where I should not have been.
Yeah.
And because he didn't know who he was, you know, he was hiding from his purpose. He was running from his enemies. In fact, if you don't know who you are, the blessings that God has earmarked for you, know, another person will enjoy it. Free. Me say, if you don't know who you are and what you stand for, and the privileges that God has given you, and how God has made you, know, in Shirana Nyankopon di amount, no, another person will be benefiting from it. And a typical example was Jacob.
Yeah.
Until he told his uncle Laban that I've been here for all this while. Minishe. Say, see a baby, you person come back. And then the uncle catch and say, please don't go. Whatever you are looking for, no, I'll give you. And that all the things I have here is because of you. That's why I'm having all these things. If you don't know who you are, the blessings and another person will take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who you are. And John said, Jacob, he came to himself. He became conscious of himself. No one said, my better me wa me ban me catch Nyankopon say, me ban o shiramia, me man 10% of that, a tenth. Me nana, any the God Abraham, me papa ni Isaac. Why am I here? I'm struggling. He came to himself. And no catching the uncle Laban say, I want to go back to where I came from. Because Abraham, ni papa Isaac, he cannot be here struggling like that. Then his uncle said, oh, don't go. Say, see, na I'll give you A, B, C, D, F, G, H. The moment you know who you are, people will pay you for your value.
Yeah. Fantastic.
The moment you know who you are, they are ready to negotiate. The moment you know who you are, that guy cannot come and say he wants to have sex with you because no, you say.
Yeah.
The moment you know who you are, you don't go after another person's husband. The moment you know who you are, you don't go after another person's wife. If you know who you are, there are some things you know do. So when Jacob came to himself, he told his uncle that I want to go back because me nana is Abraham, me papa is Isaac, and I cannot be here. And the uncle said, wait, let's negotiate. And this is the trick. All along, you know, when the uncle is no. The uncle him say, "Akwada we obey fear until the day." So me nyom nyinaye. Okay, I didn't know all this one. One country akwada no. Because Jacob at that point did not know who he was. But the moment he came to that self-actualization, self-realization, no cancel kono, the uncle say, let's negotiate. If you know who you are, unko biebi unam tema mema ne unda bahat. If you know who you are ready. So benim soakings, gari and sugar, and sometimes without granite. You prefer that one too. A cursed fried rice and chicken. I repeat, if you know who you are now, sometimes you are ready to eat soakings. Ninka say soakings in you. You are ready to eat soakings at gari kranka. You prefer that one to a cursed fried rice because when you say fried rice in down, a bait. Who don't say can be more problem. And I want to conclude on this. Once you know who you are, in Shirana Nyamedia Mauno, you will benefit from it.
Wow.
Jacob was not enjoying from the benefit, the blessings that God has given him, for which reason Laban's house was being blessed. Until he came to himself and said, no, maybe I'm meeting a Yamekofi.
Yeah.
The uncle said, no, you can't go. The moment he came to himself, by the time he was leaving his uncle's place, he was a blessed man. I want to challenge you today, say, know who you are. Because if you don't know who you are, no, in Shira Nyankopon the amount, the anointing that you carry, another minister will take advantage of that. I repeat.
Wow.
Me say, if you don't know who you are,
Yeah.
the grace you carry, adumna nyame the amount of his throne, and all the blessing that comes with it,
Yeah.
another human being, another person will take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Because you don't know who you are. But when you come to self-realization, they will come to the table and say, let's negotiate. Let's do this. We'll do this for you. We'll do that for you. Konsa kwada way. And a nipa way. Will be who you value. How do you discover who you are? How do you do it? Number one, you can get that one from your parents.
Okay.
And that's why I will forward major assignment. Major. Me mama you see me mama boy me pa. That's why my mother is my mentor in life. Nyame you see me mama guide me, don't pass here. Don't do this. Me oba no ba me fear me mama will be wild. And ekra na obi dey sere me. And andra. I say odo mama wild. Because no person onim why she was doing that.
Okay.
She knew the child involved. So don't pass here. You can't do this. You can't do that. Look, there are things that other people can do. Me, I can't do it. The day we were ordained, in fact, we were giving letters for ordination. Now me call me mommy. Now me call catch and say. I don't catch them and say, I should go ahead and do it. And what God said is what has begun.
mean she knew about it.
Fantastic.
That's why she was guiding you.
She was guiding me. You can't do this.
Yeah.
And anytime I disobeyed my mother, I suffered pains. I'm telling you here, I'm sitting on national radio and saying this. Anytime I went against whatever my mother told me, I suffered. So I came to a point I said, no, whatever she will tell me, whether I like it or not, I'll do it. And they bore me. So parents have a role to play. How to guide the child. You see, to know who you are, there are some things that God will tell you about the child. There are some things that will be happening even during the birth of the child. There are things that will happen in the life of the child. You must be able to tell the child that because of A, B, C, D, F, G, be very careful.
Yeah.
Number 2 is asofo. We have a big responsibility in that area because obi wo ho ni papa wo ni mami wo. Oni obi an oba sorry. So it's up to the pastor to be able to know who that child is or that person is. No guiding them.
Kakra.
Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do this. Then the revelations in Yakubo yifa akwara no ho no catch them. Because of this and that, you can't do this. And akwara ni kwane do be say okay, maybe I'm going to ministry. I'm going to be a great lawyer. I'll be a great doctor. Me worry ni party to be. Tise me di me homa memma no monim de da rough time do na me husband me call public me ferry. Because of that, you catch him say me worry be ni party to be no. I should be very careful.
Yeah.
Obi wo kra nyako betima catch us akwada we no. The day only be me be wu, or only be me be kokoda. No be nyinse no. That's the end of that child. And you have to tell that child, no, you can't do this because the day only be kokoda. No nyim. That's the end. So the child knows that for me I can't do certain things. Then you are guiding the child. Guiding the child. The third one, teachers. Teacher for Mochiren Kwaradi. They have a major role to play. Because in Kwarani baby, they are coming from home where there's poor parenting. Obedano ni papa niyo. Sorry ni papa niyo. Ni mami niyo. And sometimes the burden is too much on the mother.